to J.Carmels kitchen. I'm so happy you're here today because I'm going to show you how to decorate a cake. And I'm going to show you how I personally got from this to this. Now, I'm going to give you a public service announcement, and I just got to make the statement clear today. This was my very first cake, and it was spur of the moment, like 8, 9 o'clock at night. And I just like, I'm going to make a cake. I didn't know the logistics of going behind it. I literally just said, I'm going to make a cake. And that's what I did. And it looked like that right there. So I'm going to show you how to decorate a cake. And it could be so intimidating, but it doesn't have to be, right? It takes patience. It takes love. It takes time. And this is why I'm here to show you a step-by-step tutorial of how easy it is to decorate a cake. All right, so let's get started. All right, so this cake that I have is a velvet cake, red velvet cake, and a strawberry cake. Now, I had this in my freezer, and this is one thing that I love about cakes. If you can literally wrap it up in saran wrap and aluminum foil, and it could stay up in there for a year. You heard me, a year. And it will still taste just as good, even better, because it's just all the tastes are infused together. So this is cake that I had on hand, but you could click on the link about my vanilla cake and you could use that recipe and use that. All right. Okay, so for cake decorating, the little basic things that you need is a piping bag, which I have my vanilla buttercream recipe, which you could also click in the link to get this recipe. And just some sprinkles, some cake drip, and a spatula and a cake smoother. All right, basic. This is all you need to decorate a cake. So I'm going to start with my buttercream frosting and just going to make a little circle. And this is going to act as an adhesive to the cake. All right. And since I have 2 layers, I'm just going to put this right on top. All right. Now, typically when you have a cake, you can cut this right even, and so you could just have a flat surface. But the reason why you use a piping bag is because it evenly distributes the icing accordingly. So just place it around and around, and it's evenly distribute out so you can have a flat surface. Okay, now we're gonna add the strawberry with the stack. All right. Now, as you can see, some of this is like uneven, but that's okay. This is what the icing is for. You're just going to go and close it. You want to think of it like what's that thing called? Like glue stick. All right. And now I could get this and easily just spread it so it stays together. Just hold it flat. And I'm just spreading it. This is one of my favorite parts because this is just like so satisfying to watch. All right. And see, just going around. So it's holding it together. Now, if your cake looks a little wobbly, it's okay. We're going to fix that. Okay. So now we're going to start with the next one. And it's no wrong way. You're just making sure it's icing in the middle. Now, just a little thought. You see how this side is flat, right? I'm going to put the bumpy part because it's a round surface. I'm just going to put this upside down so this part is flat. Okay? And I'm going to repeat it all over again. Just seal it in the middle. Any gaps. All right. Now I'm going to go again and just go around. Just to seal it. Now, since I have extra frosting, I'm just going to go, and this is what we call crumb coat. It's a thin layer of icing that you're just spreading along the cake. And the reason why we do crumb coat is because you see the crumbs falling off. You don't want to have these pieces in your cake because then it makes your cake lumpy. So we're just going around, scraping it off, and just evenly distributing it on the cake. All right. Now you're going to need extra frosting because we got to cover it completely. And it's okay if you see parts of the cake, you're not supposed to have it really thick. It's just to crumb coat it. All right. Okay, so we're just coating. Make sure everything is coated, all the crumbs covered up. And now we're going to get the cake. I'm missing a piece right here. All right. Now I'm going to get my cake smoother. All right. And I'm just going to hold it upright, put it against my cake, and just going to slide it across so I could take off that excess icing. And you see how smooth it comes out? And you're just going to move your cake board. Not your cake board, sorry. Your turntable really nice and slow so it goes around. All right, now my cake is kind of leaning. If you see, it's kind of leaning to this side. Just use your hands. No big deal. Just adjust it. All right, and you see how that came out? Terrible, but it's okay. Just cover it up. Listen, one thing about cake decorating, you're not going to be happy about some things, but these are the easy little tricks that's happening underneath the cake that you do not see happening on the outside, all right? So I'm just going to crumb coat that. That's looking good. Nice. Okay. And then the top, I'm just going to square it off. All right. To make sure it has a flat surface. All right. And then the top also is kind of but we do that after the crumb coat. Okay. And that happens when some of the cake layers are uneven, but like I said, everything's happening underneath the cake. So we're going to crumb coat this. I mean, we're already done crumb coating. We're going to put it in the freezer for at least like 15 minutes. Okay, so now she is out of the freezer, and as you see, touch, nothing. It's not moving. All right, and our lovely cake is slanted this way a little bit, but we're going to fix that. Now I'm going to get the buttercream, and I'm just going to go, starting from the bottom, and go around. Messed up there a little bit, but it's okay. Just going to go around so that it's all even. All right. Let me fix this one little part over here. That's it. Now, I can just go here just to spread it out, just so we could get all the air pockets out. It's nothing like crazy or technical. I'm just going like this. I'm just smoothing it out to get all those, you see the little pockets, just covering them up, okay? Because one thing is, I think I've said it in our other videos, like when you have air pockets, it creates bubbles on your cake, and we don't want bubbles. We want like a smooth surface and just making it nice and neat. Okay? Okay, so I'm just filling in, just making sure there's no air bubbles at all, air pockets, and just covering those up. Okay? Let's see. Have some down here. All right. And then I'm just going to put a big plop right in the middle. No measuring for that. The cool thing is about crumb coating is since your cake is super cold, it makes it easy to decorate. All right. So all I'm doing is having the spatula at a perfect angle so that it comes out even. All right. All right, so does it still look like it's at a slant? Yes, it is. So I'm just gonna put a little more on this side so that we can even it out. Okay. And the icing's already getting hard because the cake is already hard. So once again, I'm just gonna get my cake smoother, put it to the side, and just hold it, and I'm gonna go around and let your turntable do the work. And this is the part that people get a little impatient with, because you see all the air pockets and you see where the cake isn't smooth. You're gonna keep working that until your cake ends up being smooth, all right? Now we're gonna scrape it off and make sure it's nice and clean. Uh-oh. Now, with these little air pockets that you see, just gonna get your frosting again and cover it up, okay? That's just areas where it's not even with the frosting, and we're just gonna go around and cover those little areas up. All right, and I'm gonna get my scraper again and go one more time. So I'm gonna smooth that, and you see that? It's even better, but we have a little area right here we're gonna get. Okay. That side. We're gonna go one more time. I think one more time will do the trick with this. Ooh. Position myself accordingly. Go one more time around. And trust me, even doing this for a while, it does not always get completely smooth. I used to do that, and I used to frustrate myself so much. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this and then just stop. Okay, so there we go. All right, cool. Okay, so you see all these uneven. I'm just gonna go and get my spoon, not my spoon, my spatula. And I'm just gonna go flat and just smooth it and move it towards you, okay? And then you're gonna scrape it off every single time, all right? So you're just gonna smooth over. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This is therapeutic, guys. Smooth it over. She's not 100% flat, but she's good because we're gonna do a drip on her. Okay? So before the drip, we're just gonna clean off these edges. Just get your spatula and just go across and peel it off, okay? Just going across and peeling it off, and I'll show you how to clean it up after. And then you're just gonna have your spatula like this and turn it around. And look, nice, neat, and smooth. Okay? And then just get your napkin and clean your base. All right, so this cake drip I love personally because when I don't have time to have chocolate and melt it and do all that, I could easily get this. Got it from Walmart. It takes 30 seconds in the microwave and it's already, you just shake it up and it's good to go. All right. Now, the good thing with drip is when you're doing it on a cold cake, it works perfectly because it stops. All right, because this is hot. All right. So we are going to start on this side and just smooth it on out. So you don't want to give a lot of pressure, but just a little push. All right. And as I'm doing this, I'm just moving my turntable at the same time, right on the edges. And the more pressure you give, the further it goes and the more it comes out. Okay. I love this color on this cake. Okay. Oh my God, look at that. So pretty. All right, so you're gonna put a little bit right at the top. So we're just gonna put a little on the top and we're gonna smooth it with our spatula, okay? Just a nice little layer. And make sure you stay right in the middle, because if you go to the edge, it will smooth. It will have the cake drip somewhere. Now with this piping bag, this star tip I actually got as Walmart as well for like $1. I'm gonna use this for the top of the cake. I'm just gonna go right on the edges and push and release. Okay? Push and release. And it's called a star tip because it looks like a star. So I'm just gonna add some sprinkles on the base. I'm gonna put it right here. And I'm gonna kind of make like a little, I don't know what to call it, like a bridge or something. I don't know, not bridge, what am I talking about? But I'm just putting it on there so I could use my spatula and just press it at the edge, okay? And that helps so your cake doesn't get fingerprints. Now we're just gonna clean it up. Just brush them all off, all the sprinkles. And cake decorating is not a nice, neat thing, you guys. It's messy, to be honest. But let's clean this up. Now I'm just gonna add some right in the middle, just for decoration purposes. And voila, we have our finished cake. Oh, I'm obsessed. The more sprinkles, the better. And voila, we have a decorated cake. Now, I want you to go and make this cake for your next birthday celebration. Look at the colors, look at the highlight, look at the sprinkle contrast. Everything is just amazing about this, and it's simple and beautiful. And this works for anybody. Like, you could do a blue drip with the same color sprinkles. You know, you could do a purple drip with the same color sprinkles, and it's at Walmart, like I said. But I'm so happy that we decorated a cake together, and I can't wait to see your comments and also your cake presentation. I'm so excited about this cake. It's just so pretty. Make sure you follow me, remember, on Instagram, and also go to J.Carmels.com for any info that you need. I can't wait to celebrate this cake with you and see you in the kitchen next week. Bye.